Hey cats, it's your midsole man, EDDBUD here. Got another dose of running news coming at you. Today looking at a new Brooks super shoe, the Hyperion Elite 5. Also taking a look at the reports Nike are going to increase their prices. And they've also got a new shoe coming out soon, the Structure 26. Is the Puma Fast-Star Nitro Elite 3 really the most efficient super shoe out there? Lots of news, let's get into it. So Brooks looks set to release the Hyperion Elite 5, their latest super shoe. We still have the DNA gold material in the midsole. I think it's like a Puma based material, so going to be reasonably light and pretty nimble. There's a large cutout on the lateral and medial sides there, almost look like pistons, or you could say it's close to a pair of the Nike Shocks. Only kidding on that, it's clearly going to be a lot more bouncy. These appear to be releasing in early July, look set to be round about the same weight as the previous iterations, if the current stats are anything to go by. Very thin upper mesh material there with lace loops to enhance the fit perhaps beyond standard eyelets, though I always think lace loops, more material, surely that's going to be like more weight. Is it not easier just to punch some holes through the upper? Good to see Brooks moving further into the super shoe domain. This one features an 8mm drop, the gold standard midsole stack with 40mm in the heel and 32 in the forefoot. So the sample size is reportedly just under 200 grams, so for me in my UK 11 that's going to be about 230. Super light mesh in the forefoot there, multiple loops on the tongue to stop it sliding around. It's a feature that's often forgotten on top tier shoes. It does seem to be the trend at the moment to cut out bits of the midsole rather than just sort of underneath the plate, perhaps limiting the weight a little bit and adding to that sort of explosive underfoot feel. Will the Hyperion Elite 5 from Brooks hit the high notes? Well, stick around, stay tuned to the channel to find out. There are reports that Nike are set to increase their prices over in the US. The firm haven't outright said that it's due to the tariffs and stuff, but I'll let you make up your own mind on that one. All Nike mention is that they're going to have to regularly make price adjustments. So it looks like shoes that are over $100 are going to increase by around about $10. Then clothes and apparel are going to see a rise of between $2 and $10. Lots of sources though do mention that children's products and stuff from Jordan brand are actually going to be exempt from this. They're going to stay with their current prices. I wonder if that's down to like the location of manufacture. I know that there's loads of stuff that's made in China and Vietnam. Tariffs differ obviously between the key manufacturing zones, but you know, they're still high in the countries that Nike use on the whole. Apparently Nike are also going to return to Amazon as well to sell their products. That's quite the sea change. We haven't seen that since about 2019, I think. That's when they closed a lot of those bricks and mortar stores during COVID as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a sea change for them. I can't really see how higher prices are going to tempt back some of the faithful, but it is what it is. On July 3rd, Nike released the Structure 26, a stability-orientated shoe, which, surprise, surprise, features a slightly firmer yet soft, unique take on stability. We've heard this a lot of times before. Brands seem to must have one of these in the lineup. I thought we were over all this. The outsole has the typical anti-pronation features like harder rubber on the medial arch and sections of the midsole which rise up and around the heel to provide a bit of guidance and correction. I've always had the feeling that some things just don't need correcting with a brick wall approach. Working on our running form and perhaps addressing things in a more natural way, looking at our behaviours and approach to things and kind of slowly making them better rather than putting on a band-aid to stuff. React-X here in the midsole. It's already appeared in the Pegasus 41 and other models. Certainly a firmer, sort of more dense material, though at least this whole posted stability approach seems to be on the way out, with better, more engaging foams appearing rather than the firmer and unexciting options that have always been deployed in this type of shoe in the past. One interesting point though, how are Nike going to spread this across a 3-shoe structure lineup? I can't see a sort of heavier, more bulky structured shoe with like a upwards of 40mm stat working at all. It's just going to be really unwieldy. Just very much goes against the ethos of the model as well, which is to create something to provide structure, and adding more foam which is soft to all of that is not really going to work. Either way, I guess we'll find out soon. I'm not sort of mega hyped about this one though. Last up, I did see a new article pop up about the Puma Fast R3. Wired put a big article up there with loads of interesting stats. I found almost everyone that's tried the shoe out so far has reported lower heart rate readings at a variety of paces. That does ring true with the Puma results as well. Treadmill tests perhaps are the easiest to get a consistent and comparable set of data against different shoe models. At least you can take out a number of variables doing it in that fashion, though you do lose the real sense of running outside in that type of environment. It's interesting the numbers that Puma generated actually. I think there was like 15 runners that could all run under 21 minutes for a 5k. They tested out loads of different carbon plate shoes, including their own Fast R Nitro Elite 2, Adios Pro 4 from Adidas, and the Alphafly 3. In every single runner, they found that they were more efficient wearing the Puma shoe. Not to the same extent, but they were more efficient in that shoe. I know Tim Gross, a fantastic YouTuber, you should go and check him out. He recently did one of his shoe-off videos where he tested out loads of the current carbon models. Really great watch, go and check it out. He himself will add that it wasn't the most scientific of tests, but the results that he got all tie in with this. It's just not even down to the weight either. In Puma tests, I think the average efficiency across the runners was about 3.5%. That was even better than the Adidas Pro Evo 1, and we know that's by far lighter than the Puma shoe. Have you tested these new Pumas out? Have you found similar results? Interesting that Puma have positioned the testing here with what you would suggest is more standard runners, not super elite people or much slower people. I myself can creep in at just under 20 minutes for a 5k. Perhaps that puts me firmly in the category of people that they were testing. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one down in the comments. Quick musical interlude for you. I've been delving back into the material from Crazy Cavan and the Rhythm Rockers. These guys are pretty wild, it has to be said. Some of their rockabilly and rock and roll tracks are just unhinged almost. I love the track Wildest Cat in Town. It starts off, you know it means business. There's almost like distortion on the drums where they've sort of overloaded the inputs when they were recording it. The guitars cut through really well like a hot knife through butter. And Crazy Cavan's vocal delivery has loads of delay on there. It's almost like a psychobilly track, I suppose. It's getting towards that. You should really go and check them out if you like sort of really good drive-in music that you can put on when you're doing some faster reps or perhaps some like mile repeats or something. Crazy Cavan and the Rhythm Rockers with Wildest Cat in Town. Thanks for tuning in, people. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and also give this video a thumbs up like and drop us a comment to help that YouTube algorithm. My name's EddBud, and I'll be seeing you